3-0 Chelsea, fantastic performance. We're all happy and I'm sunburnt. So what? Alright, so the performance today was fantastic, alright? A lot of emotion, a lot of feelings, and Trevor Chalobah basically cried on the pitch. I would have done the same. It was an absolute banger. We'll get into that. We'll talk about the performance, the all-round games for Christian Pulisic, and why I could potentially be wrong about him. Then we'll talk about Mason Mount's influence and how he's the first name on the team sheet. And finally, is Jorginho the best player Chelsea technically have? Is he the reason we click? Let's talk about it. The lineup was interesting. The lineup was super interesting. So if you look at it, Trevor Chalobah is keeping his place. Like I said, Tuchel picks on merit. The man evidently knows what he's doing. He's not flip-floppy like certain other managers that we had where he's like, oh, you know what, I pick on merit, and then he opts back to the experienced players. With Trevor Chalobah, I don't know if he's going to go on loan, and we will talk about that. But it was evident to see no Callum Hudson-Odoi again. What's going to happen with him? Is he going on loan? Because he needs to go and play. Like, it's getting ridiculous now. There is no way we can let him sit on the bench, have 150 minutes a month max, and then be happy with his development, or unhappy in some case. But the lineup was simple. It was what we knew. Kai Havertz was rested first game of the season. He just played 120 minutes and missed the penalty. You know the deal. It's easy. The kid is special. That's the first point we're going to take away from this game. He's absolutely special. And I'm not saying he's a Ballon d'Or winner. I'm not going to say he's going to be a Chelsea starter for years to come. I mean, pressure doesn't faze him. It does not faze him. Evidently, we saw all the run-up in pre-season game. We saw the Super Cup final, arguably the biggest game of his career to date. And guess what? Stepped up like there was nothing. In my opinion, better than Zuma. I said it the other day in the performance. This game again, once again, didn't get caught out at all. Comfortable in possession, comes into midfield, knocks it around. And this is what really infuriates. People are willing to spend 80 million on Declan Rice, but yet they don't want to justify keeping, I was going to say Nathaniel Chalobah, Trevor Chalobah. What's going on? Keep him, play him. If you're not going to play him regularly, loan him out. He needs to play and develop. He's ready to play for Chelsea, in my opinion. Whether it's a starting role or whether it's fourth centre-back option. So any one of the back three need a break, bring him in. You saw it today, and it's not even just about the goal. The emotion is a bonus. We all know that, right? He's passionate about the club. You know he cares, and it's going to be fantastic. Captain America didn't disappoint once again, but the only problem is how often is this going to happen? For me, if Christian Pulisic plays to the best of his ability, 15 to 17 goals, guaranteed. No problem, no issue. Problem is he ghosts in games. And people hate that when I say that. He ghosts in games. He doesn't pop up with critical goals on a regular basis. His finishing is very tardy, but overall his positioning is fantastic. He knows where to be. He sniffs out danger. And that's what will get you goal, to be at the right place at the right time. If you saw with his finish, Timo's great run made the space. Pulisic is in the box anticipating something's going to drop. Not enough players in this team do that. Enough of the players are always, it's like the ball's coronavirus. They're hiding from it. Come on, get on the end of it, smash it in, everything's fine. And with him today as well, the finish was not clean, but he was just there to tuck it in. He had a good diving header save, could have directed it a bit, but it's a difficult chance. 3 things in life are certain, right? Death, taxes, and Alonso is going to be undefeated. I don't understand how this man consistently gets lifeline after lifeline after lifeline. That free kick today was fantastic. If you look at it, he had no right to put it in the top corner from that angle, and he puts it right in the top corner, celebrates away like he's the best right and left wing back in the world. And guess what? Guess what? He's going to be playing for another 6 weeks. The problem with Alonso is consistency. Whenever we come up against a team that is going to ask us to defend, he gets exploited. But at this moment in time, he's perfect. He does a maintenance job when Chilwell's injured. For me, Callum Hudson-Odoi at left wing back is something we can potentially explore, only due to the creativity that we get in the final third and the attacking outlet of him cutting in on his right foot, curling it in, or even a drifting cross or a lofted cross. Otherwise, Alonso did his job. Solid in defense today. Killed a few attacks with his positional play and first touch, but that's what you get from him. A great strike, by the way. I thought he was going to get his second. You know how it is when it rains, it pours. And that's how it is with his goals. For me, it was very interesting, right? The dynamic in the midfield. And this is something I always talk about. The dynamic in the midfield needs to be balanced. And the problem is, for me, we've got 3 very good players, but they all have one weakness that is out there. Individually, they're fantastic players, but when you put them as a collective, something doesn't work. For me, Jorginho is the starter. the one that dictates our tempo. He sets us on a way of having control in the game, but at the same time shifting it up, and we can go direct quick. You saw a few of his lofted passes today. Even when I was watching the game and you start idolizing it, you're like, wow, like he's got a vision of a game that most people don't have. Alonso was eating today, purely based on the passes and the pressure he puts into it. It's timed and it's measured. Kovacic drifting in, driving the ball from deep. Problem is where's Kante gonna play? You have to start NG. I don't know where NG is gonna play. It's interesting. It's a battle that Thomas Tuchel is gonna have to keep an eye on, but we're spoiled for choice there. Rich people problems, like I always say. I thought Timo played well. A lot of people were criticizing Timo Werner once again. They're saying his finishing's not up to par, but that's something we know. Look, consistently, we know this stuff. We know what Timo's good at. We know what he's bad at. But we need to respect what he offers to this team. The first goal, the Pulisic goal came from what? What did the Pulisic goal came from? The drive and run from Timo Werner, putting pressure onto the keeper, cross gets parried, boom, 1-0, or 2-0, sorry. He attracts attention, he attracts chances. Eventually these chances will start going in, and I think Romelu Lukaku and him are going to get a lot of goals for Chelsea. It's all about game time for me. When you think about it, it is all about game time. However, once he gets the run of luck, because sometimes I just think he's unlucky. Like, I know it sounds like we're making a lot of excuses for him, but we can't just be harsh for the sake of being harsh. Like, I think there are key elements that he offers us that many people in the team can't. So we have to be very positive about that. Mason Mount, once again, how many superlatives can we use about this player? Picks up the half spaces, but more importantly, I think he's the first name on the team sheet. The first name on the team sheet consistently. Think about it, right? He picks up the ball, drives it, leadership qualities. And for me, he got an assist today, which he didn't deserve, realistically speaking, if you think about it. But the overall tempo, the setting the press, the aligning the system to work, without him, it doesn't work. That's why I think it'll be Kai, it'll be Mason, and it'll be Romelu Lukaku. But otherwise, yeah, guys, this is the video. Sorry, it's an impromptu. It's gonna, for the next 9 days, there's gonna be videos that are less energetic, less loud, but you're getting content either way. So be grateful and hit the like button. No, I'm joking. But all jokes aside, things will be back to normal when I get back to the UK. So yeah, peace out. I'm out. Bye.